Hi guys, welcome back to Cheeky Crypto. Thought I'd just do a quick TA for you guys on XRP with what I think is going on right now. So as we get into it, if you find it useful and informative, you know what to do. Hit that like button, I do appreciate that. And if you're new, then go ahead and subscribe and you'll be staying up to date with everything that we do here at Cheeky Crypto, covering multiple different cryptocurrencies with your TA, etc. So let's jump right into this XRP brief update. I'll try to keep this one as quick as I can. So we're just going to kind of highlight what's been going on here as we kind of found this local top. We actually saw that we pierced past this resistance line a little bit from the previous area. Nothing too major there, just kind of, make sure that we kind of get this kind of lined up so we know where we are and, what we should expect to happen next just down here. So what we're going to do is we're going to just kind of count our waves up. Obviously, we had our really good move up here. We obviously counted that nicely. And now we can, of course, acknowledge that we had here, an ABC move. Now, for the most part, we can actually put that here and here, and what we'll do is that's pretty standard. We can kind of see that this isn't anything special just by glancing at it, but of course, we want to just check, and we actually almost came for a 1-to-1 ratio with our A to our C, so that's perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with that. And of course, as we start to marry these up a little bit, we can see there's an A and a B and a C. Now this one does look a little short, so we'll go check that out. Obviously found the resistance, so we can obviously acknowledge why we found that to be a little bit short, but we'll check it anyway, just for good measure. So as you can see, the C wave should have gone up a little bit higher towards 95.4, but instead we found the resistance up here, the double top effectively, and obviously that led us down. Now obviously this is following the rest of the market as well, so it's important that we acknowledge that this is a good turning point for Bitcoin, so therefore we also saw this coming down. Now what's really interesting here, and I want to just get into this measurement to start with. Here we have a clear wave, right? And if we actually measure this to the top here of our C wave, and we go ahead and throw this over onto the second wave up, we actually see this coming down. There's a couple of things we actually have here. It's a 1-to-1 ratio exactly. Then we moved up with no clear definitive wave count, a double top right there, and then we continue to fall down. Now there's a couple of different ways we can count this, and I think it's very clear that we should be counting this a very specific way, which is an impulsive move rather than just a corrective, okay? So what we're going to do is, I'll show you what I mean to start with, right? We have our A wave down, we have our B wave up. This here should have been our C wave low, right? It's a 1-to-1 ratio, so we know that it's exactly meeting the right requirements. We then pushed on up, failed to go higher than wave B, and there isn't really a definitive count in here other than the fact that we have a double top. Then, of course, we pull back down, crossing this 1382 area, and of course, we actually come all the way down into this area just here, which is a 1.618, okay? So what this actually looks like is an impulsive move with a wave 4, a wave 2, and of course that wave 5 at the end. So what we're really looking at is potentially this whole thing here being wave 4, actually, thinking about it. This is actually wave 4. Not crossing wave 1, and then we look for wave 5. So what we have is wave 1, where actually no, wave 1. I'm going to put wave 2 there. I think this is wave 3, this is wave 4, and that's there. So I think this here is actually our first wave. So if we have 1, 2, 3, 4, that crosses a little bit there, so that's a little bit messy. So we'll see how that one plays out for a second. Let's just see how if we go ahead and now throw this on here and see how this one plays out. Just like this. That would put our fifth wave at about 76.4. Okay, so we have one target. I'm going to quickly mark that up as a low point for correction to be over. Now let's go ahead and remove this for a second. Okay, so there's our first target. Now let's take a look at it from a slightly different perspective. If we actually have this as our A, B, C move, falling a little bit short there. No, our C wave would be here, and our B wave here with our A there. Okay, cool. So A, B, C down. Then we obviously just have to drill into what's going on right here. Okay, so we have our A wave up, our B wave down, and our C wave up, double top, and creating this bearish move down. We have a little blip there, with a bigger one here with that. Tough. And it's tough because measurements are very, very important here. So we've got that crossing here a little bit. And okay, so we've either got an A, B, C move just there, or alternatively, and I think this is probably more likely, we have an A wave coming all the way down here, and we could arguably count that as 5 waves, which is why it's quite messy. And here we would have a B wave top with a potential low. Now, if that is the case, we can measure, of course, this entire A wave to the upside, and we can transpose this down on top of our B, and this then shows us with an additional target coming down a little bit lower, just down here at about 75. So we've got 2 scenarios. We've obviously got our ABC scenario coming down, or we've got our impulsive move. I think the impulsive move is a neater example of it, but we'd have to just monitor a couple of things in here. So this overlap is the main thing that I'm concerned with. So if this is wave 1, this is wave 2, this being wave 3, this being wave 4, and then potentially coming down into that low. I think that is the most probable outcome here. Either case, we are looking towards 75 to 76 cent. I think that is the most probable outcome here. And again, this will actually really coincides nicely with what we saw on this side of the chart as well. So overall, I think that's the most probable outcome over the next few days here for XRP. I think we are likely to see a bit of a decline. Our stochastic RSI is obviously overbought, so we are looking for a pullback. Okay, and this is the pullback area I think is the most probable. And if I actually just highlight that with a rectangular box so we can make that super clear for any future videos. So guys, I'm going to leave this there. I wanted to keep it nice, quick and simple kind of TA for you guys, so we can see exactly kind of what I think is likely to happen here with XRP next. If you want a little bit more, join us over in Discord. Why not check out the Patreon services as well if you want a little bit more in terms of the things that we do down in Discord for the members. But with all that being said, I hope everyone has a fantastic day, and I'll catch you all in the next one.